You may recognise the White House, the Kremlin, the House of Commons, but do you know what this building's called? It houses a parliament representing 500 million people across 28 countries, the biggest in the world apart from India. The nickname of this building is Caprice de Dieu, the whim of the gods, but it's nothing to do with divine power, more its resemblance to the well-known soft Belgian cheese. Welcome to the European Parliament.
Those in favour?
This place churned out 400 laws over the past few years. It's a magnet for lobbyists. Bank executives pay homage to shape financial rules. The likes of Google and Facebook agonise over what it might do next on data protection. Yet its workings remain a mystery to most voters. Its stars go unrecognised. It lacks a bit of glamour. But it more than makes up for that with eccentricity. It has, for example, not one but 3 homes. We're in Brussels, some of its staff are in Luxembourg, and once a month the whole place decamps and joins a long caravan of staff and paper and political pride and heads to Strasbourg, 500 miles away. It's a little unwieldy. Yet the days when Margaret Thatcher could happily deride this place as a Mickey Mouse parliament are long gone. These days EU leaders are moaning and complaining about its growing clout. It's an irony of the May election. Trust in these institutions and the EU project has never been lower. A popular backlash is expected. But the 751 people who are elected here will be steering an institution that has never enjoyed so much power. It's been a long wait, but the Parliament is coming of age. To understand the power of the Parliament, look at the dynamics in this room. This is the site of its most famous victory over the City of London. At 2 a.m, it was here that the banker's bonus cap was agreed. Over here with the European Commission, the people who originally came up with the idea of the financial reforms. Here was the negotiator for 28 member states, just one person. And along here were 6 or 7 MEPs from different political groups who forced the member states to back down. It doesn't stop with bankers' bonus caps. In rooms like these, the European Parliament has, among other things, set fishing quotas, given workers the right to paid holiday, and curbed mobile roaming charges. Parliament's other big power play is controlling the Brussels executive. For the first time, the big political blocs are claiming the right to pick the Commission President. The 2 main contenders are Brussels alpha males, old-school federalists, Martin Schulz, an outspoken German socialist and the Parliament President, and on the centre-right, Jean-Claude Juncker, fresh from 18 years as Luxembourg's Prime Minister and Eurozone fixer-in-chief. Eurosceptics like David Cameron hate the process and don't like the candidates either. A lot rides on this election. Here we are in the hemicycle, one of the vast chambers where the European Parliament gathers to vote and debate. Up to a quarter of this chamber, perhaps even more, may be represented by Eurosceptics. Call them the democratic right, populists, fringe parties. What matters is they represent a big break with the federalist history of this Parliament. The Eurosceptics, though, are unlikely to have the numbers to change things. Power will still lie with the 2 main political blocs, the centre-right European People's Party and the resurgent socialists. Now, their options for building majorities may narrow. That will mean they have to stick together to keep the EU project on the road. They'll have plenty to decide. They'll have to approve the appointment of a new European Commission. They'll have almost €1 trillion to spend. Any US trade deal would need a majority here. Any Eurozone integration would have to be blessed, as would any treaty change for David Cameron. The federalists and Eurosceptics that will be clashing here will have an ever greater influence on the future of Europe. Alex Barker, Financial Times, Brussels.